Good morning, students. On last class, we have already discussed about the term Ohm's law, verification of Ohm's law, combination of resistors in series and parallel. Now today we discuss the next topic is effects of electric current. Effects of electric current. There are three effects of electric current. First is chemical effect of electric current. Second is magnetic effect of electric current. And third is heating effect of electric current. Now we discuss one by one chemical effects of electric current. When electric current passes through any electrolyte, then it dissociates into constituent ions. So the change in chemical energy of electrolyte by passing electric current is called chemical effects of electric current. Second is magnetic effect of electric current. The generation of magnetic field around a conductor when electric current passes through it is called magnetic effects of electric current. So in next chapter we have discussed about the magnetic effects of electric current. Now we have to discuss about the heating effects of electric current. So what is heating effect of electric current? When electric current passes through the metal wire, then heat produced in the conductor. This effect is known as heating effect of electric current. Now how do you define the term heating effect of electric current? The generation of heat in a conductor when current passes through it is called heating effect of electric current. What is heating effect of electric current? The generation of heat in a conductor when current passes through it is called heating effect of electric current. So now we discuss what are the devices which are based on the heating effects of electric current. So many of the electrical appliances like electric heater, electric iron, room heater, electric fuse, filament, bulb. All these devices which are based on heating effects of electric current. As for example, electric heater, electric iron and room heater. The elements of electric heater, electric iron and room heater, which is made up of nichrome alloy. This is an alloy. Nichrome is an alloy which is made up of nickel, chromium, iron and manganese. So when electric current passes through this nichrome, actually the resistance or resistivity of these metals are low. But as we made alloy, the resistivity and the resistance of nichrome is high. So as the electric current passes through the nichrome wire or elements, it produces lot of heat. The fourth is electric fuse. The fuse wire, which is made up of alloy, tin and lead, whose melting point is low but resistance is high. Just like filament bulb, the filament of the bulb is which is made up of tungsten, whose resistance is high, and so that's why as the electric current passes through the filament bulb, it produces lot of heat and light. So these are the devices which is based on the heating effect of electric current. Now when Q charge moves through a conductor, under the potential difference V, then work done is given by W is equal to VQ. Equation number 1. Now W is equal to V. Since we know that I is equal to Q by T, so Q is equal to IT. So here we put the value of Q. W is equal to VQ, so W is equal to V, and in place of Q we write IT. Now again we know that from Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. So V is equal to IR, and here under bracket IT. So this is equal to I square RT. So W is equal to, this is the formula, I square RT. So here W is equal to VQ, that is work done is equal to I square RT. Here this work done appears in the form of this work done appears in the form of heat in a resistor. So here W is equal to I square RT. This work done appears in the form of heat in a resistor or conductor. So it can be written as heat produced H is equal to I square RT. This relation is called this relation is called Joule's law of heating. Now, on which factor heat produced in a conductor depends. So this is the all we see here. H stand for heat produced, I stand for current, R stand for resistance, and T stand for time for which electric current passes through the conductor. So here you observe that heat produced in a conductor H, that is H, is directly proportional to the square of current that passes through the conductor. Second, which is proportional to the resistance of the conductor or nichrome wire. It means as the resistance of the conductor increases, heat produced in the conductor also increases. As the resistance of the conductor decreases, heat produced in the conductor also decreases. And third one, H is directly proportional to the time for which electric current passes through the conductor. So, heat produced in a conductor is directly proportional to the square of current, then directly proportional to the resistance of the conductor, and also it is directly proportional to the time for which flows through the conductor. On combining these three equations, this relation we obtain H is proportional to I square R T. Thank you.